Hello everybody, it is Saturday, October 3rd, and it is time for my sketchbook review. Two parts to this one. We're going to do the first part with the sketches I've completed for Inktober. And the second part's going to be the doodles that I've just kind of been doing throughout the week. So, and I've tried to keep them separate, but it just kind of, I'm kind of getting tired of separating things out. So, we'll see. But for now, everything's still separate. Anyway, so we ended last week with the pencils, I believe, of Piper, kind of from a downward angle looking up. And I added in my inks and everything. It's kind of a weird perspective. I'm not very good at perspective, so I'm trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone. Don't mind me. So there was this one, and that's number 7. And then I went on a fan art binge, and I did Sage Date from Ronin Warriors, and they call them Ryo. I think it's Ryu, but Ryo from Ronin Warriors 2, because I did Rowan back here. Yeah, so I was actually pulling out my microns, and I decided to go ahead and add some cross hatching and things like that to it. So yeah, but this was so nostalgic doing these two. I was like, oh, I need to rewatch that series, but I don't have time. Critical Care does not allow for time. The only thing I've been watching lately is House, and it's because I'm like, oh, it's medical, so I can watch it. Ha 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 ha. It's really not, but whatever. Then I did a Cassia picture, which is the ship name I gave to Lydia and Cassie. Just because I can. I liked how Lydia's dress turned out. I'm very happy with that. But the perspective, again, is a little bit weird. They're supposed to be laying down, but... And then I did a little bit more Lydia, just because I really was stumped on what to do next. And this didn't turn out very good, but I'm keeping it just because, you know, progression is progression, regardless of whether it's good or bad. So I kept it, and I just kind of decided to have fun with it. Drawing my little Cassie baby, my little Liddy baby. I think I said Cassie. Well, this isn't Cassie, this is Lydia. Lydia is Asian. And there. And this turned out super cute. It's just a little picture of Piper playing with Lydia. I mean, the face is a little messed up. The eyes should actually be a little bit bigger and a little bit further back, but whatever. Just Piper rolling around with Lydia, doing like the airplane thingy when Lydia's a baby. I thought it was super cute. And then I did another one of Piper, just kind of sitting on the swing, thinking and doing what she do. Sitting on the swing. Again, I'm just trying to use do more like scenery stuff, but then I just go back to pictures, like portraits. This is Missy LaBouche is how I pronounce it, and Nigel Mallard, because in a role play that I've done, Piper dresses up as Missy LaBouche, which basically, you guys have seen her, it's back here, it's the Blast from the Past. Let me see how you can, ooh, look at Gigi. Right there. Basically, it's Piper dressed up as another character, as in disguise, because she breaks into things. Well, this is that same role play, but this is her when she's leaving, and she kind of throws in this flippant line of, one might overhear and think you smitten with me. But that's kind of the direction I went with it. I decided to go ahead and illustrate that portion of the role play, just, you know, for funsies. His beak's a little messed up because I'm not very good at drawing beaks from the front view, but whatever. You get the point. She turned out really good, though. She always does. Piper never fails to look good. And then Nega Lydia. I was actually writing Nega Piper because I'm just so used to writing Nega Piper, and then I had to cross it out and put Lydia. But she's kind of like in this lingerie suit, and she was going to have a strap, and I was going to have her playing with it, but then I decided to just kind of make it like one of those corset tops instead. And it kind of makes it to where her hand doesn't make very much sense. I could have put some hair or something in her hand, but I didn't. So whatever, but she still looks good because Nega Lydia always looks good. She never fails to deliver in the good looks department. And then I did this nice, like, would never happen because like Piper's gonna pose in the middle of a street with a bag after she just robbed something, but whatever. This is me just having fun, and it's just Piper looking good in a street lamp. with your bag of stolen stuff over here. Wahaha. And then I actually put in a decent amount of scenery in the back there. You can kind of see it, cross-hatching and all that good stuff. And then this was just derp. I was just trying to draw like this sexy laying down lady with a kiss mark over top of all her bits and pieces. And it just kind of turned out bad. But again, I don't have time really to go back and redo anything. So I'm just keeping it as is. And I'll post it as is even though I'm not necessarily happy with it. Because I can. And then I did an Inuyasha. Because that's all Inuyasha ever does is pout. And then I did a baby Lydia just looking so cute. Going, mama! With little hearts because she's a lovely little duck. And then I just kind of did like this necromancer sort of chick with like this necromancer magic coming from her hand and blah blah blah. Again, just for funsies. I really just wanted to do a profile view because I'm lazy. And then I called it Paint the Walls, and I had this Fight Club idea. Oh, my finger keeps getting in the way. I apologize for that. I had this Fight Club idea where like the blood on the walls is from all these victories and blah 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 blah. But really, I just wanted to draw something with like splatters in the background. And I needed another dude because I started getting into way too many chicks. Way too many chicks. There's nothing wrong with drawing girls, so there you go. And then the last one was Amy that I did, and it's just basically a humanoid version of Amy kind of laying on the stage, and she's got money all around because she makes it rain. Well, she doesn't make it rain, but other people make it rain for her because she's so good looking. Love Amy. She's my favorite. And I'm trying to experiment with like different angles and stuff like that, and I'm still not quite getting it, but I think that one turned out relatively good. It's just her face. I should have flipped the whole thing over and done her face and then done the rest of it. Ugh. But let's go over here now. And last week the only one I had was this half done picture of Korra and Asami that I never finished. So now I have a picture of Lydia and human Piper reading a book together because they're so adorable together. And I'm trying to make her look sleepy, and then Piper's just kind of reading to her, and she's kind of asking questions because that's what little kids do, is they fall asleep and read to them. It's just a nice, lovey, happy family moment. And then here's Piper and Daryl. And Daryl stumbled across Piper after meeting with Piper ends up going to Malaysia because Trevor's gone, so she's looking for him. And she ends up going to Malaysia just as like a last-ditch effort of, well, did you kidnap him because he pissed you off again or something? And obviously she didn't know where he was or anything, so she's like, okay, well, can you like locate him or something? And she's like, well, and bring him here or something? And she's like, no. And Piper does like the most embarrassing stuff. She starts wailing and crying and bawling in front of her. And Malaysia, I love Malaysia because like certain emotions she really digs. Like if it's gossipy, juicy, or angry, she's like all about it. But if it's somebody crying because they're sad, she doesn't know what to do. And I love that. I love that frustration about her because she can't handle like those kinds of raw emotions. And of course Piper starts bawling. So the first thing that Malaysia does is start offering her drinks. She gets Piper drunk, which is hilarious because like you wouldn't think that she'd even be nice to Piper considering who she married, because they don't, Trevor and Malaysia don't like each other at all. But just in the spirit of having lost somebody herself, she did. It was hilarious though. I mean, I'm sure that there was like a maliciousness behind it. I always imagine that there is, like, because I think Malaysia is the kind of character, she doesn't feed into negative emotions, but she feeds on them, which is completely different, because if you feed into negative emotions, you would, and she does sometimes do things to cause those negative emotions, but she could have really messed with Piper. Like, if you stop to think about it, it could have been like, oh, well, he left you because you're no good, and blah, 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 just made Piper hate him, but she didn't. She just gave her some booze and said, here you go. And Piper took it. But anyway, so once she's all done and drunk and leaving to go home, she runs into Daryl. And Daryl has to sacrifice a shirt to the snot gods because Piper just balls all over the poor guy. And he's like, I don't know what to do. So in his infinite wisdom, you know, he just hands her off to Lily, which is probably the best thing to do because Daryl just does not say the right things, which is hilarious. I love it. Okay, so we have some drunk Piper here. She gets to Lily's, and Lily's like, are you drunk? She's like, shh, don't wake the bricks. Because yes, of course she's drunk. There's no question about that. I just thought that this was really funny because like she's the kind of emotional drunk that she doesn't get angry. She gets sad, and then like she develops a childlike wonder. So like, because when you drink, you could turn all sorts of things, and you would think that Piper would go angry, but she actually doesn't. She like gets really childish, or she cries. Those are the two emotions that rule her at the moment. And in this scene, this is her being kind of childish, like, shh, don't wake the bricks, which I think is hilarious because she's so worried about anybody waking up the poor little bricks. And then this was like her at Melicia's where she's bawling her and she's wailing. This is really cute. I can't even lie. I actually put this up because it's just so cute for Piper. I shouldn't have like these little midway clouds. They don't really need to be there. Should have just been straight up fountains going to either side. But I like this one. I actually kind of want to turn this into a sticker and put it on some of my nursing stuff, because this is what I've been feeling like all semester. It's been so bad. So this is kind of like the embodiment of my semester in one image right here. Except I'm not a duck and I'm not thin. Okay, so here's a sleepy Piper. I kind of got onto drawing Piper because yeah, I like Piper. She's kind of clutching at her pillow. Pillow sleeper. Okay, and then this was just a feelsy scene of Piper holding on to well, Lydia's about 5-6 years old at this point, hanging on to her, and Lydia's just hugging her mom because she loves her mom and she knows her mom's sad. So hugs make everything better. And Piper's just kind of sitting there trying not to cry or anything like that. And, yeah. And then here's another picture of Jade. Because Jade and Gravity don't mix. That's basically it. That's like the ultimate. I'm very fidgety today and I apologize for that. But this chair is very uncomfortable. And I have to go study still. So I'm trying not to let my muscles get too sore. But Jade and Gravity, I have determined, are mortal enemies. So anytime she has to swing from place to place, she does not like it. And it usually turns out very, very bad for her. But I did this last night and I just decided to ink it because I was sitting there doing nothing. So I may as well ink something. This could have gone into my Inktober. And it may still. But yeah, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Now that I'm looking at it, it probably will. So we'll see, but I put that up. And then the last picture this week is Nega Piper and Nega Piper and Piper. And it's funny because Nega Piper is funny and I have to explain it, so I guess it's not that funny. But there's Nega Piper is just kind of looking at Piper and saying, oh, I bet you're pretty cute under that mask. And of course she is, because they look exactly the same, but the only difference between the two of them is Piper is much thinner and her hair is straight. And, well, it's Jade here, but it's still Piper. And Nega Piper is much more busty and butty. She's got some hourglass shape to her, and her hair is like a lot more wild. And she's a vampire, so there's a big difference. But yeah, alright, so and that is the sketchbook review for this week. There's quite a bit of feelsies. I've just been trying to doodle out some emotions. It's been a pretty hard semester so far on everybody, and it's getting harder because like things are starting to hit those due dates and I'm not meeting. I mean, I'm meeting them, but I'm not. So I kind of need to get the let out and get things done. And I need to study because I have tests every Monday from here on out, and it's just so rough. And I'm trying really hard. Like our patients are a lot more severe right now too, and it's been taking a lot out on me because I tend to get very I tend to connect with all of my patients, and I don't know how to disconnect once I'm done, because once I walk out on my clinical days I never see them again, and if they're not in a good way when I walk out, my mind usually takes it to a very negative place. But there's no way for me to tell, and because we're not allowed to look at records once we've finished with that patient. So it's been a pretty rough semester. And I've lost quite a few friends already. Actually, this semester has just been very negative semester. I don't know if it's just the stress. I don't know if it's just something in the air, but between people just treating me like crap and people using me and all that good fun stuff, I've really, really been needing this sort of therapy, just because I have nobody really to talk to about this stuff anymore. And you know, everyone's answer to it is, oh, well, you're going to be out of school soon. It's like, you don't understand. It's like, we've been through the trenches together. We've been through things together. And I don't know. And I'm not quite sure what's going on and why people are doing the things that they're doing. I just have to imagine that it's stress related, because I know I haven't done anything. So, but it is what it is. You know, people are people. And I think a lot of it is I'm, you know, somehow managing to do pretty okay this semester, and a lot of people are struggling. And I don't brag about my grades or anything like that. I tell people when they ask me what my grades are, I tell them either pass or fail, and I think that that's enough just to get some people upset with me. And I mean, it is what it is. So a lot of stuff, and I have absolutely, like, this is my only outlet at this point. I don't even have role play anymore because everything I've started has kind of gone stagnant. So but oh well. So that's the video this week and my little plug of a diary. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next sketchbook review.